By the way, Nepali, it just simply means the cliffs. Take a look. You can even see that little island out there now. See the pyramid-shaped one, Laehua? Beautiful lighting off those fluted cliffs right now. Looks just like Texas, doesn't it? Right. Come to think of it, you guys have been pretty quiet so far this flight. Everybody falling asleep? Just checking. Never know.
It's too beautiful to talk.
All right.
Magic of the Garden Isle is calling me back home.
It's more of a southern view to your right there. A little further left, there's some waves in a round shape out there off that peninsula. That's Tunnels Reef. So there's a right and a wrong place to snorkel tunnels, and I'll show you what I mean once we're a little bit closer to it. So Tunnels Reef, you actually park inside that bay approaching up here, but you don't snorkel there. You walk up almost to where it looks like the beach disappears around the corner. There's a 50-foot channel that parallels that shoreline, so deeper water usually means more sea turtles hanging out, still lifeguarded. That's also the same reef that if you ever saw the movie Soul Surfer, that's where she was bit for real. About a week after that happened, they killed the tiger shark. You'll know when you're close by too, because that town behind it there called Hyanna, virtually that whole town's built on stilts. It's really a nickname. On the outside edge of these waves, there's tunnels that run through the coral, and because the surfers go right over them, that's where the name comes from. The real name is Makua. You can scuba dive these same tunnels in the summer months. And the pro surfers hang out in the area ahead of us here called cannons. These waves get so big in the winter, you have to use jet skis to slingshot into it. It's called tow-in surfing. It's a totally different type of surfboard. It looks more like a hydrofoil. The board doesn't even touch the water anymore. It's a little deeper right here too. We're closer to about 50 feet deep now. Probably still see the bottom. Yep. Straight ahead you got Princeville. See that huge building in the cliffs straight ahead of us? That's the St. Regis. And that curve-shaped bay up there, that's Hanalei Bay. And look to the far side of it, there's a river, right? The Hanalei River. There's a pier right next to that. The Hanalei Pier is one of the nicest sunsets here, and you can park your car right on the beach. It's totally worth checking out. You'll thank me later.
When is whale season?
Now, yeah. You bet. Sporadic at best. It's still the very beginning of the whale season. I haven't seen a lot from the area yet. We always keep an eye out though. They'll be here till about May. This is Lumahai Beach. Fun to watch big waves down here. Be careful though, it is a dangerous rip current. You can see when you look at Hanalei Bay though, it's pretty rough out there, but right where that pier is, that's definitely the smoothest water of the whole bay right there. There's about a nice a day you're going to see on the North Shore too. This is the rainy side. Normally thick with clouds, heavy rain. Not today. So this is where you get all the taro. See these fields below with the water? Those are taro fields. They look like elephant ears. The root of that plant's used to make poi. This is something you'll probably try if you go to Luau. I would say if you haven't tried the poi yet, I'll let you guys figure that out. That's all Hanalei town to our left down there. And we'll go into this valley here. This is called the Waioli Valley. There's a waterfall in this valley so big you can see it all the way from Princeville. It's a 2,400 foot waterfall called Namalokama. It splits into about 30 different waterfalls on the way down. So I'll show you. So it's not that one. That waterfall you see to your right, just a little temporary waterfall, comes and goes based on rain. You look a little further up ahead though, the one we're looking for, you'll see it go right up the side of the mountain here. It's always neat when you can see the whole thing like this, because we normally only get about half of it. So you go all the way up the side of the mountain up there. The translation of that waterfall is really easy. It just means tightly braided. But I doubt you guys need that. I'm sure everybody remembers the Hawaiian name, right? Right. A little tricky. Namalokama. Just be glad I didn't start you with the state fish first. What was the Hawaiian name of this waterfall again? I could just make it up as I go, huh? Got it. Alright. See what I mean though is get a little bit closer to it. The way it splits like this, the pools, that's what really makes it. And already where we are right now, this is where the clouds normally sit. So we're seeing a lot more of it this morning. Might be the only one that can look down on it, Deborah.
Okay, this one's for Gabby.
Could be a beautiful view from here too, looking back into Hanalei Bay. Speaking of which, once we cross over this ridge, we'll go right into the Hanalei Valley. So if you haven't paddled yet, keep this river in mind. You can go 3.5 miles on the Hanalei River before it's too shallow. And make sure you go past the bridge to the Hanalei Bridge because it's the prettiest part. It's all nature preserve up there. All the mountains are clear this morning. That's Kali'iwai out there, that pointy one. It's always cloudy. Makaleha, always cloudy. You could hike the valley though. You'll notice there's power lines running up the middle of the valley to our left. It's called the Power Line Trail. 13 miles, you can go all the way through. And it probably feels like the island's a little bigger flying around it, but Kauai is really small. It's only 33 miles by 25, that's it. Under 70,000 people live here. You go to Oahu, the population over there, that's over 1 million. We're going to head towards the center of the island now. So it's a place called Mount Waialeale. Average rainfall, it's 460 inches a year. It's considered to be the wettest place on Earth. It'll also put us inside the volcano, right inside the old crater. Don't worry though, the last eruption here on Kauai was over 600,000 years ago. It's completely extinct. Only the Big Island's still active now. Believe it or not, it is the rainy season right now too, so that runs from about November through February. There's been times during the rainy season I've seen every one of these vertical lines around here turn into waterfalls at the same time. And it does happen. Still over the Hanalei River right now. Looks like we'll still